Ladies and gentlemen, as the South Korean Ambassador of International Cooperation on North Korean Human Rights, I am pleased and honored to recognize a significant historical milestone, the 10th anniversary of the release of the UN Commission of Inquiry COI report on human rights abuses in North Korea. Published in 2014, the COI report was nothing short of a game changer. It categorically defined the systemic human rights abuses in North Korea's crimes against humanity, setting forth a clear mandate for accountability, no impunity, and global action, including open formal discussions in the Security Council and moves to bring North Korean leaders, including the Supreme Leader, to the International Criminal Court. However, the following years saw missed opportunities. Political priorities in South Korea and the United States, focusing on inter-Korean relations and denuclearization talks, overshadowed human rights issues. From 2017 to 2019, what we now refer to as the era of forced peace and sham denuclearization negotiations pushed North Korean human rights issues into obscurity, with no discussions at the UN for 5 years from 2018 to 2022. This so-called lost 5 years, coinciding with the COVID-19 pandemic, only deepened North Korea's isolation, turning it into an even more closed-off black box. Kim Jong-un utilized this period to strengthen his regime, becoming more militarily aggressive externally and intensifying information control and fear politics internally. Last year, however, marked a significant turning point. On August 17, the UN Security Council held its first open formal meeting in 6 years to discuss North Korea human rights. Surprisingly, China and Russia did not oppose, allowing the agenda to be adopted without a procedural vote, supported by a majority of the Council's members. This lack of opposition likely stemmed from their realization that opposing had no strong justification or benefit for neither China nor Russia. Another significant point to note is that on December 11 last year, North Korea announced the publication of a white paper under the guise of commemorating the 75th anniversary of the UN Universal Declaration of Human Rights. This followed their initial white paper in September 2014, which was a reactive measure to the COI report and an attempt to quickly disseminate North Korea's perspective on human rights to the global community, particularly as the UN Security Council started addressing North Korean human rights issues. The release of this second white paper, the first in 9 years, signifies North Korean regime's response to mounting pressure and recognition of South Korea and the international community's concerted efforts in the past 2 years. These efforts aim to bring North Korean human rights issues to the forefront of global discourse and led to the UN Security Council's recent discussion to include these concerns as an official item on its agenda. As we commemorate the 10th anniversary of the COI report, along with the 20th anniversaries of the North Korean Human Rights Act in the United States and the establishment of the United Nations Special Rapporteur on North Korean Human Rights, we are at a critical juncture. Despite the risk of global crisis, such as the situation in Ukraine and Gaza overshadowing North Korean issues, it is imperative that we do not allow this to become a forgotten crisis. As a key part of our efforts, the need for renewed attention and action is clearly evident a decade after the release of the COI report. Whether it takes the form of another report, some kind of documentation, or statements, it is essential to record and bring to light the human rights condition under Kim Jong-un regimes. In conclusion, I wish to re-emphasize 3 issues that I, as an ambassador, have always prioritized It is crucial for our collective efforts to focus on, first, globalizing the issue of North Korean human rights, second, highlighting the nexus between military threat and human rights violations, and third, actively engaging youth in this endeavor. Thank you all for your unwavering attention and commitment to the pursuit of human rights in North Korea. Your dedication is the beacon of hope in this ongoing struggle for justice and dignity. Thank you.